The world needs beer.
But we all know Hillary Clinton is a three-legged midget.
If you were a Nintendo cartridge, I'm below you. I think I'm gonna go piss in my world tree. Duval! My name's Alan, and I like to party.
My name is Mike, and I like flip-flops.
You want to hear something special?
Hello there, ones. This is Mike.
This is Alan.
We're back again for episode 17 of
17.
the Are We Drunk Yet podcast.
Welcome to it.
Welcome, everyone.
Yeah.
I'd like to start this podcast off, Alan, by giving a couple shout-outs. I've recommended it to a few people, and we've got a lot of great feedback.
Yeah.
Gage, which is my loader at work.
Yeah. We've heard some stories about him. Yeah.
Yeah. I told a story a few episodes back about how shitty he was, and I went up to him and told him, "Hey, man, I put you on blast, bro. I mean, on the podcast." And he goes, "You got a podcast?"
that was his takeaway.
Yeah.
Whoa, you have a podcast?
Yeah. And I was like, "Yeah, man." He goes, "Well, let me download it. What's it called?" So I told him what it was, and I was like, "I'm just telling you straight, man. I put you on straight up blast." I told him how shitty you were, how shitty of a loader you were, and how bad you were doing. But since then, he has actually listened to me finally.
Nice.
He's putting forth effort, and he's changed his ways, man. He's come a long way, man. And that's all you could ever ask of anybody, is just to listen and try, man.
Yep.
And I just want to say thank you, Gage, for everything that you do on a morning, daily basis. You're making my job easier, and you're making me like you more, man. So there's that.
Always a plus.
For sure, man. And also, I recommend it to my buddy Kenny. Kenny Queen! That's his last name, man. Sorry, man. I'm putting you out there, buddy. He left us a voicemail. I played it for you, man.
Awesome to hear that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kenny, for listening. Thank you for support.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Good to know that we're doing something right around here.
For sure. And I encourage all listeners. I know you don't have my personal cell phone number, but go to the Are We Drunk Yet podcast on actually Instagram.
Yeah.
And shoot us a DM. I mean, it's open to anybody. You can join up. We'll follow you back.
Yeah.
And we'll listen to your DMs. We'll listen to your messages, and we'll try to figure out what we can do better.
Shoot some topics. Let us know if you'll be on the podcast.
Yeah. Come on board. We're accepting all interviews right now.
We really are.
Yeah, we missed out on Juice this week. Hopefully we can get him on another time.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
We just got to figure out the whole Skype calling thing for the podcast, I feel like.
Maybe Zoom,
whatever. It's got to figure out how to do all that. Maybe
Yeah.
like a TV back here.
Well, my game plan is to have another TV
Right.
underneath this one. I talked to you about it.
Yeah.
I have an extra one. I just haven't had time to set it up. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to have the TV down here for Zoom calls, or up here, one or the other.
Yeah.
But I also want to have our merch up in the background so you can see what we're having to offer on our merch store. And also, if we have a topic we're talking about that's relevant, we can throw up the article so you can
Right.
watch the videos, and we could talk about the videos. So those are things to look forward to in the future.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to it as well. We both work full-time jobs, so it's hard to get this shit together. Luckily today we both had the day off.
Yeah. Continuing with the shout-outs, I'd like to shout out to Alex and Paul at my work. Thank you guys for supporting the podcast, and thank you for listening and telling us how fucking funny we are. Like, I don't see it, but at least someone does.
Hey, man.
They do. That's all that matters.
Yeah, like Kenny is like, it's funny as fuck, man. I was like, great, man.
I didn't know we were that funny.
That made me happy.
Yeah,
man.
it made me happy too.
That was the best voicemail I've had in a long time, It sucks, not hearing back from people. So the more and more feedback we get from you all, guys, gals, however you want to, identify. Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Give us the feedback, and we would greatly appreciate it. Any good feedback, any bad feedback, we'll shout you out.
Anything.
We'll read it out loud. I mean, even if it's bad.
Shit. I made a video yesterday and posted it on my YouTube channel. And at the end of the video, I know I said fuck so many times during this video.
Oh, my God.
At the end of the video, I was like, drop a comment down below on how many times I said fuck during this video, and I'll shout you out in the next podcast. And sure enough, Paul would have shouted out, commented down below. He's like, you said it 15 times. In an 8-minute video.
Dude, that reminds me. One of my buddies, at work, he used to load my truck. He recommended a podcast to me called The New Mook.
Yeah.
And he recommended it to me. He said I might like it. It talks about they talk about cars a lot. I think they started on YouTube.
Right.
So I gave it a try. And there's few things that really irritate me when I'm listening to podcasts. Anybody that says like in every sentence or every other word, you can't do that. It's bad.
Like, it's just ridiculous.
They said the N-word.
Whoa.
Well, they're both black.
Oh, okay.
So they're relating to each other. But they said it so many times, it just irritated me because and I know they're trying to relate with each other. I know it's probably their stick.
Right.
But I just can't listen to that, man. I can't have that going on in my head while I'm doing other things.
Yeah.
You know, it just doesn't work for me, man. But I did try it out, and honestly, it wasn't a bad podcast. I mean, they do the same thing we do. They just talk about random shit, man.
Yeah.
We were talking about that earlier. How do we identify ourselves as a podcast?
Because people we work with ask all the time, like, what do you guys do on your podcast? Like, what's your podcast about? It's like, we do talk about news, bullshit. We get really drunk.
Basically.
So that's basically our podcast.
Basically, if you're looking for a podcast that talks about utter fucking randomness, talks about a little bit of news, fucks around, drinks beer, we're your guys.
I like to say that we're relatable because we're everyday people.
Yeah, definitely blue collar. I've been blue collar all my life, man. Most of the people that are listening to this, I think, are also blue collar. So I think that's I think it's a plus. You know? So
good.
it's all good. No spills, man. You did
Yeah,
great.
No spillsies.
No spillsies. If you watched the last podcast, I spilled.
You poured it straight onto the carpet almost.
God damn it! I spilled my fucking beer. Alan zoomed in.
I did.
It was funny. It was
could not
great.
help myself.
It was fucking great, man. We both came into this one the same way. We didn't have a whole lot to talk about. We
Yeah.
sat here and brainstormed for a little bit, but I've come up with quite a bit, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Music helps, I feel like, for me, at least. If I was in music, I can start jotting things down
Right,
more
right.
prominently.
right. So what happened with you this week? Anything good? Anything bad? Anything to look forward to on the horizon? What's going on with you?
Nothing that I want to say yet.
Okay, all
Looking,
right. Leave it at that.
Looking towards the future.
Looking towards the future.
That's as much as I will say, and I'll be content with that. What about you? What's going on?
Well, you know, same old stuff. I took yesterday off. My family is in Tennessee this week, and it was just me and the dog. So I took yesterday off as a mental health day for the
wrong with
most
that.
part. And I grabbed a beer after I got home. Did a little running around, you know, nothing fucking special. Got some gas. I was trying to gather supplies because we have a hurricane that's coming up the coast of Florida.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's another reason why I was glad I had the day off so I can gather some supplies and shit, you know, non-ethanol gas for your generator, blah, blah, blah. Make sure you got enough water, bleh, you know, all the shit that us hurricane veterans would know.
Us Floridians.
Floridians, hurricane veterans, it's a scare. Fucking, what, three or four scares every year, you know?
Yeah. It's usually like one major scare. Everybody's like, oh, we're going to close down for a week. And usually it's like a day. And then we're all like, oh, it has rained really hard.
Yeah. So I was just gathering supplies, man. You know, that's what we're probably going to run into this time. I think the storm is skirting more to the west now, tracking more to the west. So it's just going to be a fucking shit ton of rain. And here in Florida, the roads flood so fucking bad, man. So it's going to be puddles everywhere, blah, 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 you know. But, yeah. So I decided to grab a beer after I got back from that shit, right?
Right.
And I went up to the pool. We have a community pool. Mm-hmm. And I go up there, and there's a friend of mine up there. She's she's grandmother to other friends of ours, and we're BSing back and forth. And I see this woman walking around smoking a cigarette. You know, I'm in the wrong. I'm not supposed to have a beer at the fucking community pool, especially not in a glass bottle.
Yeah.
That was me. I'm that guy.
I mean,
Fuck it.
I won't, bitch.
Yeah. So she's smoking a cigarette. You're not supposed to cigarettes on the fucking pool deck either.
Right.
So I automatically cued my eyes in on her. Not incredibly attractive, but not ugly. You know.
Pretty average.
Average.
All right.
You know. But she kept staring at me and looking at me, right? And I got mirrored sunglasses, so I'm paying attention. She doesn't think I'm paying attention to her,
Right.
So I keep seeing her looking at me, right? And she gets up, gets down, gets in the pool, jumps in and out. She keeps staring me down, blah, blah, blah. And I was up there for about an hour and a half, right?
Right.
And about 45 minutes to an hour into my extent up there, she vanishes. I see her grab a couple bags, and she goes into the community women's restroom.
Couple bags? Like
yeah.
She brought a couple bags to the pool?
A couple bags. They're like handbags, like a giant purse almost. One of them was like a beach bag. One was like a giant purse.
Interesting.
But they both looked similar.
Okay.
So they could have been two purses. I don't know. I'm not
Still
not
interesting.
I'm not a master at it.
You get the pool. What do you need 2 bags for?
I don't know. Goes into the bathroom, vanishes for like 30 minutes. I'm like, I see all the other children, female children that are trying to access the bathroom, and they can't get in because she's barricaded herself in there, of course.
Okay.
And they have to go into the men's restroom to use it. And I'm like, Jesus, what is she doing in there? So she comes out wearing, looked like there's no shower in there, by the way.
Yeah.
Looks like she had taken a shower in the sink or something.
Ew.
She's wearing like booty shorts, a halter top with spaghetti straps, and what I can only estimate or liken to some sort of platform heel shoes, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's something that she wore the night before.
I think I see where this is going. it sounds like something.
So anyway, I don't see her for a little while, and I finished my beer, and I was pretty much all done talking to the lady. She was just talking about the BS crap that's going on in the neighborhood. I'm like, yeah, I'm out. So I kind of get up. I'm like, hey, have a great day. I start walking towards the garbage can. There's one garbage can in our pool area. She's standing by the garbage can. Mm. When I get closer to her, I'm 5'8". She's roughly like 5'3", 5'4", with the fucking heels on, right?
Damn.
So she's kind of short. Just to give you some sort of mental picture is what I'm dealing with here. She's still working her hair, trying to get her hair situated just right.
Right.
And because of the coronavirus going on, I didn't have a mask. We're at the pool, and I apologized. I said I'm sorry because I had to get close to her because she's standing next to the fucking garbage can.
Right.
Fuck, man. Anyway, I threw the thing away, and the thing that she uttered out of her mouth was, "Oh, it's okay. Where do you live?"
Oh, okay. Okay, that progressed in like,
I'm like
2 seconds progression.
Yeah, it was like complete and utter shock because I'm at a community pool. This is my community is off the beaten path. Really,
so,
it really is.
Well, it's your social security number.
I'm just
curiosity.
I'm just like have a nice day, and turned around and walked away, man. All I can think is this lady's probably a prostitute.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking it was going to head into. You don't wear booty shorts, a crop top, and high platform shoes.
If she actually lived in the community, why would she be changing in the women's bathroom at the community pool? Why wouldn't she fucking go home?
That too. And why I had that many bags.
Yeah, well, 60% of our community that I live in is all rental, so who knows what somebody brought home last night, and and had a good time, and then in the morning she left and decided to go to the pool.
At least he was polite and let her stay the night.
Who knows? Who knows, man?
Yep.
Who knows? Maybe she was up there all night.
Maybe she's just a normal fucking lady. We don't know. I'm just assuming.
That's the next
assumptions.
thing. My assumption is that is what I was dealing with. On the other hand, I just want to go ahead and say that if she was a normal lady that lived there, I apologize beforehand. No, I apologize now, not beforehand. And I'm sorry for putting you on blast like that.
He called me a prostitute.
I don't even know what her name was. I didn't even ask. I didn't care. I was just but walking back to my house, because it's walking distance to the pool.
Yeah.
I kept looking back like, I hope she's not following me. Please don't follow me.
It's all good. Where do you live?
My neighbors are so fucking nosy.
Yeah.
Dude.
You told me.
Good God, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm off yesterday. I'm sitting on the couch, and all of a sudden I get a text message. Dude, you're sitting at home in the AC, and I had to work all day. What the fuck's going on with you, man? I'm like, dude, the fuck?
Why does he have your number to begin with?
Well, I've hung out with him like twice.
Okay.
And drank beers with him.
Right.
And we exchanged numbers, being neighborly.
Yeah.
But and I'm like, whoa, where'd this come from? It's just like I just said LOL back and just left it at that. I didn't know what else to say. I don't want to be rude.
I mean, what else can you say to that? Someone just said they're watching you at your house.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
That was a weird thing to say.
It's like weird. It's like, but you really never know.
Say that.
Everybody's watching you constantly.
Oh yeah, but you don't text somebody and say that you're watching them.
Basically, that's what I was told.
That's kind of what just happened.
Yeah, and I felt weird, like
Should I stop what I'm doing?
No, like, because I'm inside sitting on my couch drinking a beer, playing video games,
Right.
you know. And I felt like I was, I don't know, impeded upon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Like creepy.
I can't imagine somebody texting me that. Hey, I see you in your house, chilling.
Are you touching yourself?
I was going to, not now.
well, yeah. Do you have any lube? Oh, yeah. There's all kind of shit going on right now, though, man. From the fucking hurricane to, I noticed that the supplies are still dwindling on the shelves, and now we got, on top of the corona, we got the hurricane, the natural disaster that might be coming our way, that might shut shit down.
The usual overstockage in Florida that occurs every year is now matched with the overstockage of coronavirus.
Yeah, no fucking shit,
Yeah.
man. So, hey, if you're out there, get out there and get your supplies right fucking now. I know you won't hear this until Monday, and it'll be too late, but
Yeah.
get out there and get your shit
It'll be up
the next
by
time.
Sunday. It'll be up by tomorrow.
Yeah, that's cool. But just make sure you get your shit for the next time.
Yeah.
Don't fucking slack and hope that there's shit on the shelves, because as you well know, there ain't shit out there, man.
I have to go grocery shopping tomorrow, too. Like, just regular shopping tomorrow.
Yeah, I got waters
Can't
for
wait.
you if you need waters. I'll give you a
Alright.
pack of waters, man.
Alright.
You can always come by. You know where I live.
Yeah.
That was my little story. What do you got?
Actually, I did find something this week on the on this weird website called YouTube.
What?
Yeah,
Never heard of it.
it's very low level. I created it, actually. Don't look that up. Don't fact check that. But I did create YouTube.
Did you make any money off of it?
I don't want to get into that, man. I don't know about finances.
God,
But
I hope you did.
have you heard of mukbang?
It sounds familiar.
It sounds sexual, but it's not.
No, it sounds familiar. Like, I think I've heard of it, but I don't know. Tell me.
So, it's a South Korean thing where people engorge massive amounts of food.
Yes, I have heard of this.
And, dude, it's so fucking gross.
It's weird, right?
It's gross and it's weird. It gets tons of views, like millions of views,
yeah.
to watch these people stuff their fucking faces. And there's this one guy by the name of Nikocado Avocado. That's his YouTube name.
That sounds familiar too, man.
I bet it is. I'm sure you've seen it somewhere in the.
Is he a famous
ethos.
YouTuber?
He is very famous.
Okay.
He's probably the most famous mukbanger out there. That's what they're called, mukbangers. This one guy I saw. I just started watching him. Papa Swolio. He's a fitness YouTuber. He's fucking hilarious, man. Just check him out. He's like a real bro person.
Okay. All right.
But he calls them face fuckers.
Oh God.
And I agree with that. It's,
I mean, kinda, right?
yeah. He's like, so we have these face fuckers out there. Anyways, Nikocado Avocado, he's just a disgusting fucking human being, man. He's just a piece of shit, too. Like, he got his stimulus check. Him and his husband got their stimulus checks, and they spent it all on food for a mukbang.
Wow.
Yeah, like, that was really shitty, dude. Like, you just flexed that you got your $1,200 paycheck that people need to survive right now and spent it on fast food for your YouTube video.
What do you think would be the proper course of action? If you don't need the money, do you send it back?
I think it should come out at the end of the year when you do your taxes. But there's no way of telling who used it for the proper, way.
I don't know. I was thinking
So think
about
about
this. I was actually giving this a little thought earlier in the week. I got my stimulus check. I did not need it. My daughter got her fucking car stolen. So
Good old Orlando.
So I gave her all of my stimulus check money so she could buy a car so she can get from point A to point B.
Yeah.
And I felt guilty doing that. You know what I mean? Because I didn't really need the money, but I knew she did.
I mean, it's not like you spent it on fucking fast food and stuffed your fucking face
I know, but
on a platform to gain more money.
I know, but I'm just thinking how many people actually
Yeah.
didn't need that money, took that money to buy TVs, took that money to buy frivolous shit that you don't fucking need. And the way the government did this last fucking bullshit, man, was just where they just handed out shit tons of fucking money.
And a lot of companies got stimulus packages that they should not have received.
Oh, for sure.
Like millions of dollars towards
For
companies
sure.
that really don't need it.
I heard Fleshlight got. I'm just kidding. I'm just
Got your money, yes.
maybe.
Hey man, what you do on your day off by yourself is what you do on your day off by yourself.
Maybe I was on my couch with my fleshlight, man.
Hey man, I'm over here working my ass off. I see you over there jerking off with a fleshlight.
Yeah, my windows are open, man. You want to come watch?
What a flex.
Fucking freak.
Jerk off with your windows open.
I think you can get fucking arrested for that, dude.
I don't think so.
Yes, if your windows are open and you're naked in your house, I think you can get arrested for that.
I don't think so.
I think so, man.
I would like to see that law.
I would like to bet you $20.
I would have been arrested by now, first of all.
I'd like to bet you $20 right now that I'm right.
All right, man.
All right. We can look it up on the
Yeah,
computer.
go ahead. Where's my phone at?
Oh, yeah. At any rate.
Anyway.
You know, so this mukbang, it sounds like dirty. You know, the first thought I had was like a hog waller, like a pig mud pit, and
Right.
people having sex, dude.
Right.
Mukbang.
Mukbang. It sounds pretty close to it, actually.
I've seen it though.
No,
and
it's
disgusting,
gross, man.
It's grotesque.
These people they advocate obesity, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking gross. And this one particular guy, Nikocado Avocado, is just a terrible person. He put out a video last week where he shit his pants midstream. That wasn't even a stream. He posted the video. He posted this himself of him shitting his pants while he's doing the mukbang. And then he gave an explanation as to why it happened. And look, it was really gross, man. If you don't want to hear this, just go past 5 seconds. It's really fucking gross. Because, all right, here's your warning right here. Skip 5 seconds. His explanation was because he has so much gay sex that his asshole is just wide open. And that he eats so shittily that it all just falls out.
So he's a loose whore.
Yeah. But he's married. And welcome back to the podcast. Mike just threw up. I threw up a little bit in my mouth.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
It's pretty gross.
So, when's the last time you shit your pants?
I think I was like 3.
I shit my pants last week.
Did you really?
Fucking swear to God,
No
dude.
shit.
I woke up in the morning.
For real?
I'm laying in the bed. I'm playing with my phone, and I'm like, this should be a nice first fart in the morning. You know, you have those.
Oh man, it was one of those?
Yeah, dude.
That's
and,
bad.
and I farted. And I'm like, that felt weird.
That's wet.
A little weird. And I'm like, I moved a little to the side, you know, because my back was a little achy because I'm sitting in one spot for too long. And I'm like, oh no, that was dookie.
Oh man,
dude, I burned those underwear.
I have had that happen. Thank God.
And then I had to wash my sheets.
Yeah, good call. That sucks, dude. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Everybody shits their pants, dude.
I haven't had it happen yet.
Nobody wants to talk about it though. I will. I'll be that guy. Fuck it.
All right, man. That's all you, man.
I don't even know what I ate, dude.
But you didn't shit your pants and then posted it on YouTube for millions to see. So.
Yeah, that's gross.
That's just gross, man.
Did he show the aftermath?
No.
Oh.
He stopped and he's like, I just shit myself.
Oh, okay.
And then he went on talking about how he shit himself.
I think the
It's all
explanation
for
is
views.
grosser.
It's, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
More gross. Grosser?
Like, dude,
more
don't-
gross? Which one is it?
Terrifying.
Okay, it's good too.
Nightmare inducing.
Ugh. Listen, I don't care. I don't care what you do in the sanctity of your own home. I don't care who you're with. We've talked about this in the past. If you want to be, gay, bisexual, transsexual, do your thing. That doesn't mean I want to hear about it or know or actually partake in it. And when you're putting this shit on YouTube, you're kind of forcing people. When you're talking about other things and you like throw it in there, you're forcing people to partake.
It's
in
not-
a way, kind of.
To some extent, I wouldn't say you're forcing unless you're like extremely pushing it. If you're just talking about it, you're just talking about it.
What about his explanation? That was pushing it, man.
That wasn't pushing it. That was just fucking gross.
That's pushing it.
I wouldn't say it's pushing it. It's just really gross.
Yeah. Well, rewind back. We're not going to repeat it again. It was
I'm
disgusting. Rewind back 30 seconds. You'll be able to hear what we're talking
Nah,
about.
I wouldn't say he's like pushing his views on anybody.
No.
He's just being fucking gross for gross sake.
But what he said, I have so much gay sex that I'm loose. That's why I shit my pants.
God damn.
Come on, man. You
Bro, that's gross, man.
You see what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to agree with me. That's just my point of view.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's kind of like saying, I fucked that hole in the wall over there so much, my dick it. Don't look at that wall. There's no hole in the wall that you know of. No, there's not. And it's saying that my dick's always chafed because of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, that's TMI. It's too much
I
information.
wouldn't say it's
man.
advocating or pushing a belief on anybody, though.
Well, you could misconstrue it.
You're just a guy who's fucking... You can misconstrue anything, man.
You're right.
People would say that we advocate drinking on this podcast.
We do.
I don't know if we advocate. We just fucking happen to do it. People happen to watch it.
Have a beer.
That was advocating. That is advocating. If he,
Yeah.
At the end of that statement, if he had said, you should also have gay sex, that is advocating.
Okay. Listen, I'm open to anything, and if I'm wrong, I'm
That's not what
wrong.
I asked.
Maybe I am wrong for thinking that way, and maybe it's something I need to fix with my thought process. But hey, I'll contemplate it.
I mean, I'm all about
mull it over.
all about free speech and all that, fucking bullshit. But
Well, this is free speech.
Yeah.
Everything we're doing here is free speech. It's covered by our First Amendment right to freedom of speech.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll try to say allegedly whenever I can if I'm not sure about
I'm
something.
so tired of saying it.
God, but it's so safe. You know, it's your safe word.
I feel like it's too safe, man. It's such a safety net for people to say whatever. It's like saying no offense before they offend you. It's a big fucking safety net.
I see that.
I'm so over shit lately, man.
No, man, I totally see that, man. I totally see that.
You don't know the good, obviously. I'm not gonna advocate or push that on you.
No. But it's good to hear another person's opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you think something is true or you think something is right
Doesn't always make it right.
Doesn't make it right, man.
I could be wrong. I mean, being wrong or if being free is wrong, then I don't know what being right is anymore.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
You know, there's no growth if you don't realize your
Yes.
wrongs. You can't. You got to be wrong sometimes. You can't always be fucking right. People.
You gotta evolve your opinions.
You gotta evolve.
You saw it too, though, right? I saw you look over.
Yeah, I thought I saw the video freeze. I'm like, no.
I didn't see it free. I saw a huge white blur go past the screen.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Ghost,
man.
Yeah, Ghost Tsushima, dude, get that fucking game.
All right, I will.
Dude, I'm maybe halfway through right now.
PlayStation 4, right?
It's PS4 only, soon to be PS5. But dude, this game was made by a Western company, American company. It is so good and so rich in Japanese culture. Japanese game companies are pissed off because how good it is.
I love Japanese culture.
I believe it was a company who made the Yakuza games. They're like, we should have made this game.
Oh wow,
It's that good, man.
okay.
It's phenomenal gameplay. It's the Assassin's Creed game in Japan you always wanted,
Okay.
which I've always wanted.
Well, I always loved that game Onimusha, which was one of the, I think, PlayStation 2's
it was PS2, yeah.
flagship games that they came out with. It didn't come with a PlayStation 2 when you bought it back in the day. No games did. You just bought the
There
PlayStation.
were no bundles in those days.
No.
Yeah.
But it was a great game. Onimusha 2, they were superb games.
They are.
So if it gives me that kind of feel, I definitely need to buy it for sure.
It'd probably give you, actually, yeah, you get a little bit of that feel along with Assassin's Creed, and a little bit of Ninja Gaiden on the difficulty.
Okay.
So it's an all-around great game.
Sounds like it's right up my fucking
And
alley.
there's customization, so it makes it even better.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. Very nice. There's some other games that are coming out, man.
Yeah.
I thought I saw something about Far Cry 6.
Yeah, Far Cry 6 was announced a few weeks ago, actually. We're a little late on this one. The setting is in Mexico, though. I think it's Mexico.
Is it centered around like the cartels, or is it centered around like?
Seems to be centered around the El Presidente. I said the twice.
Is there any
El
game?
Presidente.
El Presidente. Is there any like gameplay, or is it just?
No, it's pure trailer right now. I can't remember the name of the actor, but it's the same actor who played in the Mandalorian and Breaking Bad as the main villain for one of the seasons. I can't remember
You're
his
right,
name,
dude.
man.
You're right.
Grand Moff, something. I can't remember. Was it Mandalorian? Anyways, but yeah, he's the main bad guy in this season or this game. It looks good, but everything's all surface representation at this point, so it's hard to judge the game at this moment.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of Far Cry, I thoroughly enjoyed Far Cry 5. I may have mentioned it in the past episodes.
Yeah.
That's what I was playing whenever I was being creeped upon by a neighbor.
Nice.
It's just I just wanted something that I'd already beaten that I could just go around and fuck
mindless
shit up.
fun.
Just fuck shit up, man.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes open world mindless fun is good.
Yeah.
If you're a gamer, It's a good game for open world. The map's not huge, but there's so much to fucking do. There's not a whole lot of side fucking missions, like Assassin's Creed. But what I did love about it was the cult, the cultist perspective, because I think the main character was modeled after David Koresh.
Yeah.
And he talked about the Seven Seals a lot. He talked about, the deadly sins, sloth, gluttony, shit like that.
Right.
It was a great game. It's an old game now. It's been out for many, many years. If you haven't played it now, and I'm giving you any kind of secrets of the game, sorry.
It's always a secret.
It was a good game. I enjoy going back and playing some of the good games like you do. The ones that I love.
Sometimes I do, yeah.
And you told me in the past you didn't really care for Far Cry 5.
Yeah.
Why?
The story was great. It really was. It was the gameplay that's just so repetitive that I've come to see in Far Cry. It's the same thing, man. Like, you're kind of just going around, shoot these guys, get to the main guy, do the mission, rinse and repeat.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, Far Cry 3 was probably the best out of the entire series. 4 was okay-ish. It was probably worse than Far Cry 5, I think, personally. But Far Cry 5 definitely had a better story. It was a little more engaging in that aspect. As far as gameplay goes, it just lost me. Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, man. To each their own.
Yeah.
There are certain games you like that I fucking can't stand, man.
Like what?
I tried playing Witcher, and I don't like it.
Really?
I just don't like it. What's the other one? Elder Scrolls?
Skyrim?
Skyrim. I don't like that game.
What about Witcher do you not like?
I didn't play much of it, so maybe I need to give it a chance. But the tutorial stuff was just so fucking long, man. There was so much tutorial involved in the game.
A little bit, yes.
That I was just put off by it, man.
But that's because there's so much in the game you have to understand.
Now, I understand that, and I love the TV show. The TV show was great. We talked about that in past episodes as well.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get into it, man. Just couldn't get into it. Maybe I'll give it another try.
Give it another shot, man. Get past the tutorial and then let me know.
I'm gonna write it down right now. What Far Cry? I'm sorry. What Witcher game? Because there's multiple, right?
There's 3.
There's 3. Yeah. Which one would I start with?
3.
All right, it's written down. I'll download it.
It's all Game Pass.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
I've got Game Pass. So, if you don't have Game Pass and you like to play video games, definitely download Game Pass. The amount of games that you get for $10 a month,
brand new games,
it's so much, and it's so worth it, man.
It is.
And a lot of people be like, $10 a month, I can't even afford that. Bitch, you know how much a fucking game costs? They're like fucking $60 to $80, man.
I said that because that brings me to my next topic. Before that happens, though, I need another beer.
You know the beer?
Yeah.
I'll get you one. I could do that for you, partner.
Yeah.
What did I get you last? Oh, here. We didn't do the Untapped today. We're doing another Sierra Nevada value pack here. Wild Little Thing, Pale Ale, Torpedo. Just a bunch of beers we've already put on there in the past. Great beer package. Like I said in the past, we get it from Costco. And it's just a good all-around beer. I thought we were going to have a guest today, so I wanted to make sure we had enough. So I wanted to go to Costco to get some fucking beer. Toilet paper at Costco as well.
So apparently this is all being reported allegedly because Microsoft did cancel something. But allegedly Xbox Live is going down to a free system where you no longer have to pay for it. Multiplayer will be free from now on.
I did read something
It's
about
alleged because they canceled. You cannot buy a year subscription to Xbox Live Gold anymore, or 6 months to Xbox Live Gold.
That's what I read.
So people were just guessing that's what they're going to go down to. And I think what's going to happen because of this, or why they're doing this rather, is because it's going to up the prices of video games for this next gen, which was already talked about previously.
That ain't good.
No.
They already cost too much fucking money as it is.
It's happened before in the past, man. So they're talking about instead of $60 for a base game, you're paying $70 for this base game. It's happened before in the past. I mean, I'm sure you know more than I do, but Dreamcast, when it came out,
I remember Dreamcast.
they basically doubled the prices of their video games when they came out. Goddamn, when they came out. Fuck.
I'm burping because I drink beer. Woo!
Yeah, Dreamcast basically doubled their prices on video games because their technology was so advanced at the time of releasing, which they did not do well. They actually got, sold to Sega.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dreamcast was a great system. It was, there's a few other ones that were out at that time period that I can't think of right offhand.
Dreamcast was like top of the line, though. That was like the pinnacle of like graphics in gaming.
There was one that was better than that, but it was too expensive. My friend had it. I just can't remember what it's fucking called right now, man.
Okay.
But he had it, and he had like 3 games because they were so expensive, man.
Yep.
And we played the racing game for fucking days and days because it was just it was before Gran Turismo came out.
Yeah.
Of course, Gran Turismo like knocked that out of the park. You know what I mean? But
I had all the Gran Turismos.
I had all the Gran Turismos too. I never beat any of them. I just loved driving around.
Me too.
Yeah, there was too much involved in it.
Oh yeah, I was young.
I was young too.
Yeah.
Well, not really.
If I was young and you were young at the same time.
No, it didn't happen that way, Sonny.
My day we had Gamecast and Dreamcast.
Yeah. So we got a few things going on with the nerd shit with the games and the Xbox stuff, and I hope, for Christ's sakes, they do not up the price of games.
Yeah.
I'm okay with paying one solid price for Xbox Live.
Yeah.
And then paying for whatever game I want in the future.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe I'm wrong too. Could this be Xbox doing this for no ulterior motive?
That could be possible, man.
Like, companies tend to do.
Never.
No. I mean, it just makes you think, like, what's going to be next? Is PS Live or PSN? PSN going to go free next? Are people going to follow this trend?
What does that cost? What is the PS5's?
$5 more than an Xbox Live subscription.
Is it per month or
Yep.
can you? Okay.
Yeah. So, like, I think it's rather than $10 a month for Xbox Live Gold, you pay $15 with PSN.
Okay.
Which is funny because PlayStation used to have God, I can't talk today. PlayStation used to have a free system like this, and then when the PS4 came out, they're like, okay, we need to make more money. Let's start doing subscriptions.
Fucking Sony.
Yeah.
They need to make more money.
That was their flagship for the longest time. Was you can play for free on PS3. We need to make money.
What's your favorite console?
Xbox.
Yeah, me too. I'm an Xbox guy. I've had
Xbox
PlayStations.
One X.
Yeah, that's what I got right now. That's what I play all my games on. That's my go-to. I like the controller. I like the way it feels in my hand.
I like the heaviness of the controller too.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
I just like the ergonomics of it. Did you see the PlayStation's new controller? It looks just like the Xbox controller.
Even color the same.
Jesus Christ, dude.
And like I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima, like I said, and it's on PS4, so I have to switch back and forth from my Xbox and my PS4. God, I hate I hate the controller so much, dude.
It sucks, dude.
It's so light and fragile.
But it's just the angle of your hands. Your
it's
hands,
like so close together too.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Yeah.
It's all of it.
It's tiny. It's weird. It's like Donald Trump almost.
Donald Trump. Speaking of him, man.
Yeah. I was into politics.
We'll do a little politics this episode, man. So if you don't want to listen to politics, go ahead and tune out now. But stick around. So for months, this motherfucker has talked about. I hate him. We all know this. I hate Trump. But he's talked about how fucking skewed and how fucked up the mail-in voting is.
Yeah.
And recently, he said he's gonna fucking do mail-in voting. Make up your mind, motherfucker.
If you can't beat them, join them.
Nah, I guess you're right. But there's like 6 or 8 states that don't even do mail-in voting. So it's like it's weird. But with the coronavirus shit that's going on now, how else are you supposed to fucking vote?
Yeah.
That's my thing.
I mean, why not just do it like fucking normal? Like we're already going to restaurants and fucking. I went to a restaurant last night. There was no social distancing that entire time.
Where'd you go?
I was in Longhorn.
Ah,
It was terrible.
that bad?
It was okay.
What'd you get?
The wait was pretty long. Steak.
Steak.
Yeah. But like, dude, those tables were packed. End to end, man. It's just like, I don't know. Do people even give a shit about social distancing? God, I really can't talk today. Social distancing to the point where they don't want to go vote in real life.
I don't know, man. I'm going to vote. If you don't vote for the presidency, which I'm having a hard time with, I don't want to vote for Trump, but I also don't want to vote for Biden because I think he's a pedophile. But
Yep.
I don't think you're actually voting for Biden if you do vote. I think
You
you're
are
voting.
not.
You're voting for his vice president candidate, which he has not announced yet, because I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna run full term if he actually. I don't think he's gonna make it full term if he
dude.
actually wins.
He can't even form a fucking sentence half the damn time.
Oh yeah, I think he's had strokes. I think he's definitely had heart attacks.
Alzheimer's a little bit.
I don't know. Who knows, man? Here's the thing, though. I definitely don't want Trump. I'll vote anything but Trump at this point. I need somebody a little more presidential. I need somebody a little more social, because I think that this country can afford, and I'm going to say this, we can afford to have health care for everyone, man. And I think we deserve it from our taxes. Why not spend $30 for a toilet seat for the military instead of $10,000?
Yeah.
And then guess what? We can have fucking Medicare for all, or fucking Medicaid for all, whatever the fuck you want to say it is, man.
Yeah.
And I hate to. I know politics is fucking boring, but even if you don't vote for the president, at least get in there and vote for the amendments that you believe in. Read them, fucking read them, man. Get in there and vote for something, man. It's your damn given right for being born in this country.
Those things do affect you.
They do affect you.
Yes.
It's more the local shit that affects you, man. So whenever you're out there and you're voting, make sure you vote on local shit, man. Although, we'll say this. We voted to get rid of the time shit. What was it called? Daylight savings time?
Daylight savings time.
Fucking 3 years ago. Where's it at, people? I want to get rid of that shit. We still fucking do it, man.
I'm tired of being 8 o'clock during the day.
So
I'm so tired of that.
I'm so fucking sick of it, man.
God.
I'm so fucking sick
Working
of it.
in a restaurant and like looking outside at 8 o'clock and still seeing it's daylight is like the most depressing thing you could possibly see.
But in my job, 8 o'clock and it's still daylight's good, because I still have plenty of daylight so I can drive around and give people shit.
Right.
You know? So I hope they leave it that way instead of the other way.
Well, I mean, I'm hoping to get out of the industry anyway, so whatever happens, happens.
Yeah. Well, we got a few feelers out there. Anybody knows anybody that wants to give Alan a fucking job that's not in the restaurant industry? Hit us up. DM us.
I will do anything.
So I talked about the prostitute at the pool.
Yeah.
All right. We talked a little bit about Donald Trump, right?
Yeah.
So anybody that's been on our Instagram lately has seen the tattoo I'm thinking about getting.
Yeah, the beer.
It's like
the
a
hops
beer
around it.
with hops around it.
Yeah. Was that what it was?
Yeah, it's like the little barley and some hops and the beer glass filled with beer.
Yeah.
But I want to have Are We Drunk Yet? AWDY ? Somewhere in the mix.
Yeah.
And I'm curious. What do you think out there? Give me some sort of feedback.
I would also like to do a tattoo from Are We Drunk Yet?
Hey, man, it's us, dude.
Yeah.
It's a point in our life that we're
It
both
is.
proud of, man.
It is.
I'm extremely proud of this podcast. I'm proud of what it's become, and I'm proud of where we're going with it. And give me some feedback, man. That's all I want to know. You know, what do you think about it?
Slide into these DMs.
Slide in these DMs, girl. I'll hit you up, even if you're a prostitute.
I just can't afford you right now. I'm sorry.
No, I don't have the cash for that.
Where do you
Plus, I don't want to get any diseases.
Yeah. It's a big one.
Yeah. So,
Man, what do you got going on? I got a bunch of personal shit for myself.
I want to hear some shit, dude.
I feel like
what do you got?
I feel like I got personal last episode.
It's cool.
I'm just doodling right now.
I know.
So look like I'm doing something important.
Are you drawing a dick?
Is your dick circular?
Is that an asshole?
It's Nicotado Avocado's asshole. That's why it's wide open.
Really big.
Oh, so gross.
No.
What else you got going on, man? Fuck me.
Well, I went to the store, right, and it was like Wednesday or some shit like that. I can't remember. And last Saturday, you and Alexis ate all my nuggets, so I had to go back. I'm laying on the couch, and there, Alexis and Alan are like, "Hey, you got something to eat?" I'm like, "I'm not hungry." I was like, "Eat what you want." So I go in, and there's no fucking nuggets left, man. So I found these nuggets, man. Springer Mountain Farm, gluten-free.
They're not bad, man. They were good.
They're good, right?
They're really good.
Yeah. Springer Mountain Farms,
Count 'em now.
gluten-free nuggets were on sale. Buy one, get one free. They're like $11 a bag. They're expensive. Anything gluten-free is expensive, man. I don't know why.
Unfortunately. I don't know why either.
But I'm telling you,
I really
crispy,
don't know why.
juicy, wonderful, man. So I'm in there getting my beer and I get my fucking nuggets, man. And that's I just wanted to clue people in on these Springer Mountain Farms gluten-free chicken nuggets, because that's something you normally wouldn't buy, man.
No.
I mean, you're not going to go for the gluten-free shit.
If you're feeling keto, go get that gluten-free shit, man.
Get that shit, man. It's fucking good, man. Get you some Chick-fil-A sauce and make it in a fucking bottle now. Squirt that shit on your fucking plate. Boom! We're talking about rock star shit right now, bitch. Yeah. You know, oh, excuse me. Jesus Christ, that was terrible.
Man. This beer's got me today.
Yeah, a lot of it, man.
Yeah.
But I was at home a lot this week, man.
Yeah.
You know,
how was that?
I kind of liked it, man.
Yeah.
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 What did you like about it?
I don't know, man. I don't know what I can't pinpoint. I can't put my finger on it, but it did like being at home alone, just me and the dog. I felt like I could think clearly. I felt like
you were by yourself.
I felt like it was all about me, and I felt like I don't know. I know you lived alone for a little while when you first moved down to Orlando. How did you feel about it?
It was great. Sometimes.
Only sometimes?
There was moments when I was alone and I was just like, man, I'm really fucking alone right now. And it got old, man, honestly. Like, it's great for like about a week and a half at a time. It's great. You're by yourself. No one's fucking with you. No one's telling you to do anything. But then after that, you're kind of like, oh my god, I'm fucking alone right now. No one to talk to, no one to engage with, no one to anything with. You're by yourself.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, like, a week is great by yourself. It's probably the best thing for your mental health, I feel like.
Right. But
anything outside of that, it's just it's lonely. Literally, it's lonely.
You could be right, man. I mean, it's only been 7 days. You know what I'm saying? And I've not. You know, I'm rarely ever alone. You know,
Yeah.
So it's maybe it was just a change of scenery.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it didn't like change who I am, but at the same time, it just made me think about myself a lot, man.
Yeah.
Gave me some introspective, made me think about the shit that's going on around me, and made me focus more on it, man. So maybe being alone is not the worst thing in the world for a short period of time.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Nothing wrong with taking time for yourself at all.
Yeah, I think you're right, man. I really think you're right, man.
You can't be around others and get introspective with yourself because you're surrounded by other people that influence your decisions and thoughts.
Yeah.
When you're by yourself, man, it's literally just you. It's you and it's who you are by yourself for that period of time.
Yeah, you're right, man.
But once you get past that, though, you're just alone, man. You're lonely, literally lonely. Like
Really?
I said. Yeah.
You had roommates though, right?
I did have a roommate, yeah.
So you were really lonely.
Yeah, I mean, like, he had to work too. I was going to school and working full time, so basically when I was there, he was gone. So yeah, I was kind of alone for the most part.
Okay.
We had days off together, sure, but like I was still by myself for most of the entire day. Yeah. Shit gets weird when you're by yourself.
It did get a little weird. I kept hearing fucking I kept hearing fucking noises. I'm like, what? Who the fuck is in my house, man?
I'm by myself.
You hear fucking like the house settling,
You hear
creaks.
everything.
You hear everything, man. And then you hear the dog licking himself. You hear. I didn't sleep real good. I'm not gonna lie to you because the dog's on patrol, man.
Yeah.
He's fucking walking the house, you know, and it's like it's just another distraction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, listen, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm fucking just a pussy, man, and I can't live, without somebody with me. You know what I'm saying? Constant interaction.
That's what I'm saying, man. You kind of get bored of yourself at a certain point.
I was tired of my own thoughts. I'll tell you that.
Exactly. You get bored with yourself. People need human interaction. You can't just be by yourself constantly. People go crazy that way.
I think I get that from podcasts, though, honestly.
Yeah?
Because sometimes, man, I find myself answering a podcast back. I'm like, dude, nobody's fucking listening to you. It's like, fuck you, man. You're
yes, I
stupid.
agree.
No, nobody's listening.
Yeah. I mean, even better than when I was living alone, not living alone, but living with my roommate in Orlando, was during the quarantine when we just moved back down here not too long ago, and she was working and I was out of work. I was alone for like 10 hours of the day before she came home.
Is that when I would get that text? What are you doing?
Pretty much. Hey.
Hey, how's work? I'm just kidding. He never texted me that. No.
But dude, like it's only so many hours of the day you can fill with yourself
Yeah.
before you need an outside interaction.
You're right. That's why I made that hole in that wall.
God.
Don't look inside the hole, Alan.
Why'd you draw a face over it though?
Well, it
Why
has
does
to
it look like me?
It looks like what?
What?
Looks just like you.
Yeah.
If it were a smiley face and had a better mouth.
With that being said,
Yeah.
I feel like I can go for a week by myself right now. I've been having a lot of I don't want to say identity crisis, but I've been having a bit of an issues with myself lately as far as where I'm going and what I want to do.
You're at that age, man. How old are you now?
23.
23.
Yeah.
And you'll get it at like just past being 21.
Yeah.
So 23, 24, you'll start to get that identity crisis. Like, is this who I really am?
Yeah.
Am I this fucking drunkard that wants to drink all the fucking time and just party?
I don't know, I like this. But
I know, but you lose sight of who you actually fucking are, man. You really do. And then you get it again at 30. Because at 30, you'll be like, where am I at in my life? Why am I not set where I want to fucking be at?
yeah. I feel like I'm running out of time
Yeah.
to figure out
Yeah.
what. It's not really who I am personally, because I'm pretty content with the person I am.
No, you're a good guy, man.
Thanks.
For a dick.
I like being a dick. It's fucking great. I can get away with a lot of shit for myself.
Yeah, I'm a dick. Yeah, you're a dick. I'm an asshole. We fit
Yeah.
perfectly together.
Yeah,
What?
Sometimes.
Huh?
It's a little tight, but sometimes. But no, man, like, I feel like I'm running out of time to figure out my career. And I feel like I've hit this problem so many times in my life. And I think it's because I've gone into so many different fields to become decently talented in. Like, I've delved in music, I've delved in videos, I've delved in art, writing, cooking. Like, I feel like I've done fucking everything at a decent rate, but I haven't figured out what I love enough to do for the rest of my life. I think it's where I'm at.
Okay. That's a lot to think about, man.
Thank you.
It really is, man.
That makes me feel a little bit better hearing that I'm not just going fucking crazy over here.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. You're not alone. There's a lot of people out there that feel exactly the same way
I'm
you
sure.
do.
I don't doubt that one bit.
But what I would stress to you and what I would stress to anyone who's listening, be set with what you're going to do by the age of 30. So if you're just fucking going like
I feel
here,
that's a
there,
long
and everywhere.
time, man. I feel like that's a
I like that. I like you think that way.
that's an old age to figure out to have yourself figured out. That's an old age to have yourself figured out.
Well,
At 30.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to state to you is this. Get on the right path before you're 30. That way, by the time you're 30, you're where you want to be at, and you could start getting yourself there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. But
Yeah.
I knew when I was 18 years old what I wanted to do for my living, right? And I was 19. I got hired on full-time with the company that I wanted to be with. That was a starting point for me.
How did you figure that out, though? How did you figure out that was the company you wanted to be with?
Well,
Did you have any direction before that? Did you
there's no
have
direction.
Well, did you have any ambition? Did you have any ambition before that to do something outside of that company?
Well, this company that I started with, my uncle was actually a an executive with the company. I'm sorry. He was an executive. And he always talked highly about the company, and I never thought it was something to be possible for me, honestly. And I got on under my own laurels, and it took twice. I had to apply twice back in the day for this company. Nowadays, you can get on with this company. I think they've employed actually 3/4 of Jacksonville at this point.
Jesus.
Yeah. And then I decided at that point, this company actually has a pension. This company has a future. This company's not going anywhere.
So that's what you saw.
So what I saw was a future for me as well, because this company, it's not like they're not going from week to week wondering if they're going to make it. This company is huge.
Yeah.
Huge. This company is huge.
Huge.
Donald Trump hands, huge.
Best ever.
The best ever. Awesome.
Yeah.
So what I decided was, if I can actually make it to what I want, and I can strive to that goal, and I won't veer from that path, and I keep that in the fucking headlights, man,
Yeah.
and keep going, then I have a future in my life. Because this particular company pays really well, has great benefits,
Yeah.
full dental, full health, pension. What the fuck else do you want, man? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I thought about. And it took me 10 and a half years to get the job that I wanted. But I stuck it out. I worked 2 jobs for 10 and a fucking half years, bro. And it sucked, bro. It really fucking sucked. I missed out on most of my daughter's life growing up because I wasn't fucking there. It hurts inside thinking about it. And it makes a little
Damn.
it makes a little fucking frog in my throat, man.
Damn, yeah.
But it took me 10 and a half years to get to where I wanted to be, and where I wanted to be at, I made it there by age 30, right?
Yeah.
It was 29, almost 30. By the time I got into the position that I wanted to be, and whenever I got there, because I made it, I was not going to let it pass me by, man. I was going to be the best that I possibly could fucking be, man. And
go ahead, sorry.
No. It's just all I want to stress to everyone out there is to try to find a goal. Try to find that goal and get there. Doesn't matter if it takes you 10 and a half fucking years to get there. Have the staying power and have the goal and have that horizon there. Because guess what? When I actually got that job, oh my God, I felt so fucking great, man. It was like what I talked about last week, man, about apologizing to that guy. It's like this giant door opened and there was Valhalla in front of me with fucking angels and sunlight and everything, man.
Yeah.
And all I could do after that point was just try to be the best individual at that position that I possibly could be. And right now I'm top 5. I don't want to say I'm 1 always. Sometimes I'm 1. Sometimes I'm 5.
Nothing wrong with that.
It just depends on what kind of output I'm going to get that day or what my day is set up as.
I guess I'm having trouble finding what it is that I want to work that hard for. Because I've had so many fucking ambitions. I've had, I try to start, this is going way back and a little ridiculous, but try to start a band in fucking high school. Didn't go very well. Try to write a comic book in Orlando twice.
I remember. Nothing's ridiculous, by the way.
And I wanted to start a food truck. Didn't go very well. Want to start a restaurant. It's not going very well. It's still potential, but it's not going very well. I want to do YouTube. I love doing YouTube, and I love doing the podcast. I would love for this to be my full-time thing, but there's so much more that has to go into everything that I do before I can do YouTube and podcasting full-time.
Right.
Just so much realistic stuff that happens outside of the video platform.
Since we're getting deep.
Yeah, we're doing this now.
Since we're getting deep. This right now is a hobby. I enjoy it immensely.
Yeah.
It's kind of my passion right now.
And maybe that's my problem. I do find it super, not to cut you off, I'm really sorry.
You're fine.
But I find it super, when I come in here every Friday or Saturday, I'm happy to be doing it. I'm very engaged in doing this podcast every week. Because it's fun, dude.
Fuck yeah.
I get to fucking drink. I get to fucking talk about the shit that I want to talk about. I get to express my opinion on a platform that 30 to 40 people watch. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But yeah, dude, I enjoy doing this. That's why I want it to be something that I can do full time. But yeah, go ahead.
No. All I was going to say was this. I listened to a podcast the other day, and it was a guy that had television shows. And damn it!
You're good. You're good.
All right. The thing froze up on the screen. But the guy actually had a television show. His name is Bert Kreischer. He's a comedian. He was on Travel Channel. He had a thing called Bert the Conqueror, where he would do like crazy ass fucking shit.
I've heard of that, yeah.
And he also had a podcast. it took him 5 years for his podcast to be monetized and be something that he could have as a revenue source.
Right.
I don't want this to take that long, but I'm in for the fucking long haul because I'm in here for our listeners and I'm in here for you, man.
Yeah.
Because guess what, man? Even if it takes us fucking 5 years, this is what I want to do. This is what makes me fucking happy.
Yeah.
Sitting across from you, drinking a goddamn fucking beer.
Yeah.
Talking about shit. I love to talk, man.
Yeah.
I'll talk to anybody, man.
We both do, yeah.
And here's the thing, man. If you find something you're passionate about, you should never give up on it. That's the moral of the story.
I think where I lie at is that I've had too many passions.
Focus.
It's so hard to focus.
You lack focus like I do, man.
But I don't want to come off as a brag in any kind of way. But I've become moderately successful or talented in a lot of different fields that I just don't know what makes me happy or passionate to the extent of where I want to go full force into this.
Right. Well, you're 23, dude.
That feels like a lifetime. It feels like I've lost time already.
You're so fucking young, man. At 44 years old, almost 45, very soon. You're so young, man. You have so much to look forward to. You have so much ahead of you. You have so much life ahead of you. Unless you die. But
That's Corona gets me, whatever.
I don't even laugh at that. But,
I don't care.
But here's the thing, man. We all live a finite existence, man. Finding something... You ready for another beer?
We're about to go off, so we'll get one after this.
Okay. But we all live finite existence, so whatever makes you happy, you should pursue. And I stress to you and anyone else listening out there, find out what your passion is. Even if it's not your revenue source, even if it's not what makes the bills fucking, get paid, if it's not what pays your fucking bills, is what I meant to say, still pursue it, man. Focus on the one thing that gives you the most joy. If it's playing the fucking guitar, keep playing the fucking guitar, man. You'll get better at it, at the very least, right? If it's podcasting, like we're doing right now, keep doing it and get better at it. Like we've gotten. Like we've gotten. We've gotten so much better at this shit,
We've gotten better at this.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Every episode is better than the last.
It feels that way, yeah.
It feels that way to me. This one feels great to me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
We've gone on these, not to break off, but we've gone on these weird things lately in the past 3 to 4 episodes where we talk about our usual topics and then we break into a much deeper subject. And I really do like that about our podcast right now.
Yes.
I don't know how we keep doing it. I keep bringing it back to this, or you keep bringing it back to this deep subject at the end of the podcast.
Hey, man.
It's a life lesson, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's super weird, but I tune into fucking like Family Guy. The way they do their episodes. They do this fucking nonsense for 20 minutes, and then the last 2 minutes they wrap it up with a moral of the story.
I love it, man.
Yeah, right? Like that works.
I love it.
All right.
I fucking love it, man. And what we've morphed into, and we're tooting our own horns here. If it's too sappy or disgusting to you, I am not going to apologize because it's how we feel. But find your passion. Whatever your passion is, even if it's not your reality, it can be your reality later on.
Yeah.
Really, it is, man.
It really is, yeah.
It really is, man. I'm proud of you, man.
Thanks.
I'm proud of what this has become.
I'm proud of us.
And I'm proud that I've got so many people that are giving us positive feedback now.
Me too.
And it makes me feel like I'm doing something right.
Me too.
Like I said in the beginning of the podcast, if you have any feedback, positive or negative, if you got anything you want us to talk about, make sure you DM us. We are on Instagram.
Are we drunk yet?
Is it question mark at the end?
Nope. All lowercase. All together.
All lowercase, all together. Give us a DM. Let us know what's going on. Hit us up. And we'll be sure to hit that topic, man.
Hit us with a question or a topic, man. Like, I would love to have more audience engagement on this podcast.
Yeah, for sure, man. Because guess what, man? The audience engagement is where we're at, man.
Yeah.
We're not doing a whole lot of newsfeed stories as of yet.
Anymore. We did a lot in the first, 10 episodes.
Yeah.
We've been kind of drawing off it lately. I like it a little bit.
My favorite portion of this podcast is from 10 on, honestly.
Honestly, yeah.
It's my favorite, man.
Yeah.
And I think we've come leaps and bounds. And I think we can go even further
if
we get some listener support as to what you want us to talk about. So that being said,
Oh, absolutely.
let's end this bitch. We're getting close to time here. We don't want to make it any longer than about an hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm Mike.
I'm Alan.
This has been the Are We Drunk Yet podcast.
That's it. That's all we got.
Yeah. Hey.
If you're waiting for anything else, you're fucking wrong. That's all we're doing. It's going to black right now.
We're out.
Damn, he did it.
I'll keep on pushing through the absence. Guess I'm better off alone. Throw my head inside the rafters just to make me feel at home. And I'll lift myself up. Suppose my back will break the fall. To maybe straighten some things out and force my head to take the blows. Trying to scratch at the surface. Wrap my head around the thought that anything's worth it. Lying alone, except I'm not alone. And there's everywhere to go, but still